if there's more sword heavies. But when it comes to those tanky legends, those are the ones that I expect to see. No surprise to me that we've got the Thor and Ulgrim locked in here. But the Caspian and the Asuri, the double Qatar play coming out.
Yeah, that's something you don't see that often. You know, usually if there's the Asuri, they're pairing it with another sword legend, somebody else that has like pretty consistent confirms, guaranteed 2-hit combos, just so that way you can piece together your overall team combos. Qatars, you've got like quick single hit versus quick single hit. You're like piecing things together out of just like found Legos.
Yeah, well, and that's what, and what you described, while sounds very messy, right, and it can be super haphazard, is also very exciting when you make basically a work of art out of completely random things. But going into game number 1 here, the Legos just seem to be falling apart. Ailzo and Yukki are down, a stock apiece, and the red team looks to be taking center control over Shipwreck here as Ailzo's going in with the gauntlets. And that Cider does hit DB, but no stocks yet for the blue team.
Yeah, they're working on it, but the problem is, like, the most damaged character that they've got on the field is that Undertaker.
Oh.
He's got a decent chunk of defense on there. Oh, no, and Yukki going down again. Ailzo with the save just in time. Yukki trying to go for the save. Doesn't end up paying for it. Unfortunately, Ailzo down on final stock.
I'm sorry. DB just waltzed in to the chainsaw, and he didn't lose the stock for it, but there he goes. Man, Ailzo's got to be feeling a little bad about that one. They ended up losing that stock trying to save Yukki's, and Yukki has been on the second stock, but hasn't done anything on it, right? At a certain point, you save the stock if it looks good, but if you lose your own stock saving it and the other person gets nothing off of it, you're just losing twice
Oh
as
no,
much.
the double team combo, they caught them both. Unfortunately, a grab in there. Those can only hit one target, so they split and didn't get the full damage on both players, but that was a ton of damage in the meantime.
Oh, and that is an Asuri Caspian special there, going in for the grab at the very end, tossing out the bomb. Oh, once again, hitting him. That side signature. And Fiend, he's getting hit with the team combo here. Down light down air. Oh, and the side sig finish, but he ends up hitting Ailzo for it. If Fiend goes down here, it's technically even with stocks. I mean, man,
that was such an insane snipe. I don't know if he like intentionally went for it, if it was the setup, but man, it was so perfectly laser guided.
Yeah, Ailzo has been landing a ton of those signatures, but DB and Fiend, they clean it up pretty quickly. Ailzo and Yukki did a fantastic job coming back, but they just didn't come back hard enough. That's what it felt like. It was like at the time where they were starting to do all these really impressive things, it's like,
listen, like
you're down
30
so
seconds
hard.
in, you see that kind of coverage happen.
Right.
It's going to be a hard fight.
Oh, and here's the save, right? Oh, okay. So I think that was when Ailzo went down after saving Yukki, and then Yukki went down to an unarmed down heavy right afterwards. But that was fantastic. I can't believe that enough force to knock out.
Yeah. Give me the rewind on that. I need to see that again. The gravity cancel, sword down light into down air, immediately into the waiting hands of Ailzo.
Oh, man. Sent flying off the right. And now we're on Mammoth Fortress. So we're not having a series on Shipwreck Falls here. Game 1 goes over to DB and Fiend, and Ailzo and Yukki are like, nah, enough of that. We've got the Assyrian Caspian coming in for game number 2 once again. And we'll see how this plays out. As last time, Ailzo and Yukki lost stocks pretty early on.
So here we go. Damage build so far pretty even. We're nearing that 30-second mark, and nobody's about to get knocked out. So that's better, you know? It's a more stable match than the previous.
Ooh, downlight side air, no neutral sig, and Ailzo goes off the top. Nice job spot dodging the down air from DB. Weapon throw also dodged out of the way. Okay, DB, that down signature was a little wild, but he doesn't get punished for it. Cider comes through, Fiend with the ground pound, tries to get the down sig. Man, they are just stacking signatures on top of each other there. One's bound to work, and it does, but Yukki.
Oh, okay. A little bit of friendly fire, but hey, if it claims the stock, that's definitely worth.
Yeah, putting out the dagger there to be able to secure that stock. Knocks him off to the right. No reversal there on Caspian's Qatar kit. So just sends him right up the right side of the stage. Oh, but he spot dodges right into that down sig.
Oh,
that
no!
Because the spot dodge was in the down sig, DB was like, this is free. Goes for the ground pound down there, and Ailzo's out so quick. 5 stocks to 3.
Man, it's really just these conversions off stage every time. You cannot be in open air against DB and Fiend. They will convert it into a ground pound knockout, and then you're down a stock.
Ooh. Nair hitting in from DB. Fiend is still pretty healthy. on the second stock. Nice. I love that maneuver from Asuri in general. When you pivot the side sig off the platform and you just ride down across the stage.
Very slick.
Ends up getting that hit in and getting the knockout. Now, 3 stocks to 3. Blue team, once again, they're doing so great at coming back from these deficits at the beginning of the game. Now, I just want to see them not be in the deficit to begin with because it's showing they have the potential to take down DB and Fiend here, but DB and Fiend are just too consistent at the beginning of the match.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Fiend has that extra stock. Almost able to take it out with Caspian's signature there. Ailzo threading the needle back onto stage, spot dodged against the breakdance just in time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Ailzo tossing Yukki into the perfect position to get hit by his opponents there. Did not want that signature to connect. Side stick hits. Ailzo does get the double knockout.
Double!
And it's like, this is the best scenario that Yukki and Ailzo have been in so far, and I know they have these rehearsed team combos. I've seen them. It's like Caspian and Asuri specific, using the signatures to be able to get it. Gets the downlight down on the gauntlets. Just got to get it set up. Fiend, however, just has to hit one clean hit on either opponent to be able to get this to work. Down air sends him underneath the platform. He doesn't pick up the lance again. Oh, is that it?
Oh no, they both went for the neutral initiation at the same time. Just a little bit high for the downlight. That damage giving him that arc to get over. Unfortunate. Just stole that weapon away in time.
Cider hits.
But man,
Haymaker,
Fiend,
what?
he's one of the best in the business in 2v1s. He earned himself this 1v1. Now he just needs one strong hit. He's got the weapon to do it. Yukki's looking to cut that short. Be careful, that cat has claws. The neutral signature, an ever-present threat in open air.
Oh, he's just naring, taking the safe route. Spot dodges down. Fiend takes a punish on it. Neutral sig misses. Nair misses Yukki. Okay. Almost gets something with this. Oh, she's throw. Recovery hits. Yukki's got Fiend disarmed. That could be it. Oh, he was the neutral sig recovery, and the unarmed recovery from Fiend takes the game so close. But Yukki and Ailzo just can't take game 2.
It just always feels so much like, you know that Greek myth, Tantalus, right? Where you slighted the gods, and now you're stuck on a little island, and there's the most delicious fruit hanging from the tree above you, and you reach, and the branch just raises the fruit just out of your reach. And there's this delicious water, and you're so parched, and you lean down, and the tide recedes away, so that way you can't get it. It feels like that's what's happening to Ailzo and Yukki in every single match. It's just out of their reach.
You know, that depiction's a lot more emotional than what I was thinking. You know, and I feel so much.
I'm feeling it, man. This is top 8.
I feel so much worse for them now after picturing that scenario, because that is this is kind of a great description over what just happened in that situation, because they went from game number 1, where they brought it back to last stock situation, but they were in red, and in game number 2, they did it even further. They brought it down to a 2v1, but it was last stock red. But Fiend, I mean, out of all players to be in a 1v2 against, it's Fiend, and Fiend just makes it happen as they're going in to game number 3. DB and Fiend up 2-0. Let's see. I mean, Yukki, I was talking to you about this, CWK, in game number 2. They're doing such a great job coming back in these games. We just need to see them not lose the lead at the beginning, right? They at least keep it even, right? At least go 1-for-1 on the stocks, because they've been losing these leads so early on that when they come back, it's a little too late.
Yeah, I'm really hoping. I'm pulling for them. I want to see more games out of this. But right now, it's damage lead going the way of DB and Fiend. Positioning going the way of DB and Fiend. Just where will those first stocks fall?
Oh, Ailzo tried to punt. I cannot believe it.
What a
Fiend
snipe.
in position with the recovery, the ground pound from DB.
They're so clean.
That's the second ground pound DB's gotten the set, doing such a great job punishing both Ailzo and Yukki on the way back to the stage. Weapon picked up by Yukki. Recovery hits, but DB, he's tanky on the Undertaker. Danner comes in, and at this point, Fiend and DB are an extra credit town as they are just trying to get as much damage in. Ailzo really putting the charge in there. Doesn't get anything to work out, but DB goes down, and Fiend could follow shortly afterwards.
Really threading the needle back onto stage, getting the damage. DB coming and busting up the potential punish, so Fiend survives to fight again. Commentator's curse, I'm so sorry.
Well, I mean, at that point, right, he's got to lose the stock eventually. And now we've got DB and Fiend. All right, you know, Ailzo and Yukki have kept this as close as I've ever seen it so far in this set. DB goes in with the side air, tries to get that team combo onto Yukki, but
I felt that one.
Yeah, the sound effects overlap just right for that, right? The down sig into the down signature from Thor to Olgrim.
Wait a minute! Yukki just got the touch.
I can't. That was picture.
Now
perfect.
make it worthwhile. Yes, there's the damage. Oh man.
Oof.
DB and Fiend, they're too clean.
They are. And now Yukki and Ailzo are both one stock away from being knocked out of the tournament at 7. DB and Fiend are certainly coming back with a vengeance after being knocked down to the lower bracket that early on. And now Fiend with a nair, putting out those reversal nairs, a little bit of friendly fire there, but Yukki and Ailzo have got a mountain to climb. Nice neutral light from Ailzo. Nair hits Fiend. Okay, if they want to be able to come back here, you take them off stage. They got into the 1v2 before, even though they were deep red, and they aren't really taking that much damage so far. DB goes down. Oh, this is huge.
I mean, we've got a shot.
Oh, what? Fiend went for the gravity cancel neutral light. That's pretty crazy. DB is taking a decent amount of punishment here. Oh, how is Fiend so good at that down sig? Again, the spiking hitbox again. 2 ground pounds whiffed. Uh-oh.
Ooh, okay. Yukki managing to get his way through. Tagged for a little bit, you know, looking slightly worse for wear. Deep in the red for both Yukki and Ailzo, but they're hanging on despite being split completely wide across the stage.
Oh, Yukki went for the ground pound. Oh, wall slip starting to activate earlier and earlier for them. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I thought that he was going to survive. Okay, no, there it goes.
Ooh.
3 stock for DB and Fiend. Yukki and Ailzo just aren't quite there to be able to knock down DB and Fiend just yet, but man, did they look good in this tournament. I'm so excited to see competitive Caspian play in general, and man, am I excited to see them do well even further on into the 2022 esports season.
Yeah. I mean,
seeing myself on the screen there for a second.
I was this close before the tournament started today to putting Yukki and Ailzo as my 3rd place pick.
Would have been better than the pick that you actually did.
You know what? You say that, but
how could you
you're
have
right.
known?
You're right. You're absolutely right. I was gonna say this would have been too much of a match for like Duke to gloat over me.
This is why you need to make the predictions before Duke makes them. But of course.
Oh yeah, the Sparky
you
method.
just gotta get in a month ahead of time. That way he has to be the one that does.